And good evening. Welcome to Game 2 of the doubleheader here at Butch Butler Field. This is American Legion baseball. And, of course, if you missed Game 1, it was Skyview who went on to win that ball game and win big. It was the final score, we believe, was 18-9. And now we're just in the bottom half of the first inning here on Game 2. And it was no score as far as Skyview was concerned. They did not score in the first inning. We will get you some lineups here momentarily for both Northridge and as well as Skyview. So we've been giving away a lot of goodies here all night long. We gave away 2 Bowden baseballs, and we're going to give away some Rockies tickets here momentarily. So if you're here at the stadium, that's one of the benefits of coming out and watching the games. Besides seeing some very good baseball, you can be rewarded if you have some knowledge about baseball. So as in Game 1, we have Cameron Gibson running the controls. It is Warren Ray who is actually doing the lead shoot. And we also have Scott Gibson, who's here, and I'm Mike Ray, and doing the play-by-play here for you. Again, want to let you know that upcoming in the season, a lot of games still here left to go. This is the table setter in June, and really July is finishing up the table setting, if you will, for the playoffs. Playoffs start about mid-July, and that's where Elite A, B, C, and D leagues will start playing it off. And then, of course, the regional comes up in August on the 8th and goes for a full week at Metro State University. So we're in the bottom half of the first inning. Good to have you along. First pitch is waved at for a strike, and it's now 0-1. Just missing outside, and the count goes to trying to make quick work. Next pitch is hit to right field. Right fielder goes over his head, so it looks like at least a double. And Northridge starting out with a bang, looking to make a statement early like they did in the last game. So a little change in the lineups here. We're seeing some of the younger players getting a chance to get in and make some noise here early. First pitch taken for a ball. It's now 1 ball and no strikes. Man on second. Next pitch is hit foul down the right field line. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. So Northridge now coming in the bottom half of the first inning, looking to make some noise early. Get that momentum going early. We saw that in the last game where they came out with 5 runs and cruising in the first couple of innings. And then Skyview started attacking, not only taking the lead, but doing a good job on the mound as well. Pitch taken for a ball. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch is blocked and kept in front of him. And the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. You can hear the wind really starting to whip up here in our microphone. Of course, we started off in about the mid-80s, and now it's cooled off. It clearly close to the 60s, so a big swing as far as the temperature is concerned, but some hot baseball here. 3-1 pitch on the way. It's going to be a chopper to the shortstop, going to go across the diamond in the dirt, bobbled. So there are men at the corners with nobody out. So coming to the plate will be Galvin, who is the number 3 hitter looking to make some noise here early. First pitch is blocked nicely. Count is now 1 ball and no strikes, men at the corners. Galvin with an opportunity. Both, it looks like Wermer and Dominguez are on the plates. Next pitch going to be a high chopper to the second baseman. He tags the runner. They get the out, but 1 run is in for Northridge. So they get the runner at second on the tag, and they complete the double play. Nice play. So 1-0 Northridge. We're in the first inning, bottom half. First pitch taken for a ball. And this is Shepard to the plate here for Northridge. 1 ball, no strike. Next pitch hits him. Actually hits the umpire. Yeah, got the umpire and the batter, so double duties here. Umpire, you can see him shaking it off. So Shepard goes to first, and it's going to be Bevins coming to the plate for Northridge. Followed by Espinosa. Norm Johnson checking his umpire. Norm, of course, really kind of runs a lot of the umpires up here in Northern Colorado, lead umpire. You can see Shepard with more of a smile on his face than the umpire right now. So welcome to the second game here, Colorado American Legion Baseball. Baseball Night Colorado, good to have you along in Greeley. One to nothing, 2 outs. Next pitch is hit and popped up. Actually, the right fielder going to make the catch for the final out. But 1 run is in for Northridge. Good way to start it. You're watching American Legion Baseball here from Greeley, Colorado. Butch Butler, it's Baseball Night Colorado, and we'll be right back. Top half of the second inning, you're watching American Legion Baseball. Rad Sports, good to have you along. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 1-0. It's going to be a short pop-up, and nice catch by the third baseman on the very short fly ball, making a good play, and there's one down. So Ramirez doing a good job coming in. Of course, he played third base in the last game, coming in and pitching, delivering a strike, and it's now 0-1 with one out. So we saw Rodriguez do the same thing in the last ball game where he came out and did a good job in the first couple of innings, really pitching some good locations as far as speed and, of course, not only speed, but where the ball was at, both on the inside and outside corners, and then the wheels fell off about the third inning. Ramirez coming in and doing pretty much similar here in the second inning with one out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. This pitch is going to be a high chopper. It's going to be a tough play. Taken by the shortstop, comes across the diamond. If he can hold on, he gets him. Wow, great play by both the shortstop and also it looks like Girardelli on first, making a nice scoop to get the second out. So 2 good plays by both the shortstop and the first baseman. So we're seeing a lot different tone in the second game here, more defensive plays early in this ball game for Northridge. Framing at well, getting the strike, selling that one, and it's 0-1. Nice pitch. Going to be low and in the dirt. Count goes to 1-1. So Varon now catching in the second game. This pitch waved at first strike. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So really just challenging the batter, just really kind of a fat pitch and swinging underneath the pitch, goes to 1-2. Ramirez delivers low. Good idea. I want to make sure that he doesn't give him anything too good to hit. Count goes to 2-2 with 2 outs. There's the curveball. It's whacked. It's going to be a base hit. So hanging the curveball a little bit was Ramirez, and it's a 2-out single. So man on first, there's 2 outs. Next pitch is fouled away. Count goes to 0-1. Clearly you can see a difference in the stature of the 2 teams. A lot of the younger players getting into play in this game. So more of the freshmen are in on this game, where in game 1 we saw a lot of older players. Next pitch is a lazy fly ball. Second baseman is going to come in on it and squeezes it for the final out. So after 1 in the books, Northridge with a 1-0 lead. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Rad Sports. We'll be right back. Bottom half of the second inning, American Legion Baseball, Greeley, Colorado. Northridge looking to add some more here. First pitch taken and swung on and missed for a strike. So Escamosa stepping to the plate, waving at it. Next pitch going to be high. Count goes to 1-1. One pitch is fouled away. Count quickly going to 1-2 strikes. So this is the first night, literally, of Baseball Night Colorado. We plan on doing 4 more dates. We'll be here in Greeley next week. We'll tell you who we're going to be doing. Ball hit right back to me. Count goes to 1-2. It's a good little battle going on here between hitter and batter. Really like the patience that we saw in Game 1 by both teams to extend the at-bats. Starting to see a little bit of that waves at a curveball for strike 3. Nice pitch. So pulling the string gets the second out. And coming to the plate is Garcia. One to nothing Northridge. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Skyview taking game 1. One-0 pitch on the way, fouled away. Count goes to 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. 1-0 Northridge. Northridge at bat. Next pitch is in the dirt for a ball, and so we've had some interesting giveaways in these games here, and of course one of the questions that we asked on the trivia, who was the all-time home run leader in Major League Baseball? We had a lot of people guessing folks that won for the season, in other words, had the most home runs in one season. Oddly enough, we never heard Babe Ruth, but the all-time leader, of course, was Hank Aaron with 755. Trivia question 2 was, when did American Legion start? 1925. Next pitch is outside and he walks him on the full count. So with one out, another opportunity here for Northridge to get something going here in the bottom half of the second inning. Runner on first, one out. Northridge trying to get something going here in the second inning. Curveball in the dirt, nicely blocked. Count goes to 1-0. Next pitch is going to be a little bit high. Right at shoulder length. Count goes to 2-0 with one out. So we're in game 2. Skyview, in case you missed it, won the game 1. A lot of fireworks there. This is a little bit different. You can see this is more of a pitching game. Inside takes it to 3 balls and no strikes. Nice attempt at first, keeping the runner honest. But we will see if they can move it. Of course, infield's going to play up looking for double play here. Next pitch is waved at for a strike, and it's now 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Opportunity here for Northridge to add a little more pad, put more pressure on. So far, Ramirez has come out well for Northridge in the first inning, doing a good job. Let's see if he can keep that going as he goes to the 3rd inning. Full count, man on first, still looking double play here. This pitch is going to be high, and he walks him. So you can hear the contingent here from Northridge excited about this opportunity here to get this rally going and put pressure on. Is the idea. So coming to the plate will be the catcher, Varon. Varon, of course, having a good game in Game 1, good contact hitter. He was literally the cleanup hitter in Game 1. Now they have him listed as the 9th hitter in Game 2. Actually, check that, the 8th hitter. So Mike Varon doing double duties today. First pitch is wide to Varon. It's now 1-0. Next pitch hits him. He wears it. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out. Little conference on the mound here amongst the players. Trying to settle the pitcher down here for Skyview. Don't want to let Northridge get into a rally mode. We saw that in Game 1. Of course, they got ahead early. But the way that this team from Skyview, also very scrappy, obviously did a good job in Game 1. Next pitch is cued foul, and the count goes to 0-1. So there's 1 out. Bases are loaded. Great opportunity here for Northridge. Of course, they're going to be looking at force at home, looking double play going to first. Inside pitch evens the count at 1-1, so 1's across the board. So we've not actually seen the coach, LB, is what he goes by. He won't tell me his first name. LB for Skyview has not gone out and talked to his pitcher yet. Pretty confident he'll get out of this. 1 ball, 2 strikes, hitting the corner. Hit him with a slider. Walking the tightrope here. Next pitch is cued foul. Count still remains at 1-2. As we mentioned in Game 1, this is a lot about character. That's the experience that these kids get playing in summer baseball, preparing them for the season in the spring. Next pitch is knocked down nicely, kept in front by the catcher, preventing any additional run from scoring. Count evens at 2-2. But now you look at, like I said earlier, the stature of a lot of these players. A lot smaller team on both teams, getting some good experience here, more freshman-like in this game. High chopper to the third baseman, going to go home. Gets the force at home. Good play. Good fundamental baseball here by Skyview to prevent the run. So they get the force at home. There's 2 outs. Very calmly waiting for the ball on third base with the Wolverines and getting that nice throw outside the line to the catcher. So there's 2 down. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Scott Gibson, and Warren Ray bringing it to you. American Legion Baseball. It's the night game. It's going to be a slow roller to the second baseman. Going to go the easy way and gets the out. So well played by Skyview. They could have caved there and given him a run when you had bases loaded, but doing a terrific job of just playing good fundamental baseball. So the score after 2 in the books, it's 1-0 Northridge. You're watching American Legion Baseball here on Rad Sports. We'll take a break. We're in the top half of the third inning and a fly out for the first out. And Northridge looking to try to keep the pressure on. And when I say that, not so much on a offensive side. Of course, they would love to put a lot of numbers on the board, but defensively, which we've seen Skyview do a good job, and now Northridge with the younger squad out there and a good, shall we say, older pitcher in Ramirez, or more experienced pitcher, looking to play more small ball, and that's what we're seeing here so far in this game, more of a small ball game. Where in the last game, it was pretty much just fireworks is all it was. Next pitch is hit to right field. Right fielder going to have to race in and make a play, and he misjudges it, and it gets past him. So as you can see with the wind swirling, and then, of course, the lights making it a little bit tough, and it gets past the right fielder. So now Skyview is now threatening in the top half of the third inning with a man standing on second. Tough play out there again with the lights and the wind. First pitch taken for a ball, and it's now 1 ball and no strikes, 1 out. So we'll see what kind of fundamental defensively, baseball-wise, Northridge pulls in this inning. That's what they're going to need. They're going to need not only good pitching and keep the ball down, but to make the plays like we saw with Skyview in the last inning. Next pitch taken on the outside corner, painting the black for a strike, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. So Ramirez doing a good job of holding steady here. Next pitch is hit to right field. Another tough play, and it's going foul, it looks like, and that was close, out by a couple of feet. So the count goes to 2-2. If you look at the lighting as you get towards right field, it gets a little bit more challenging, but it looks like they've added some more lights here at Butch, making this a little bit better visuality here for the outfielders as well as the infielders. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Curveball missing outside. Count goes full. So Ramirez trying to get out of this using the arm. Next pitch is too low and in the dirt. He walks him. Nice block to prevent the runner at second to get to third. So Skyview now with an opportunity, men at first and second, only one out. And a very dangerous hitter in Louis coming up. Caused some trouble in the last game. First pitch taken for a strike, painting the black on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Next pitch is hit, and it's hit hard to center field. Center fielder racing over, misjudged it, hit his glove. And so now there are men at the corners. Was there. You could see literally it probably hit the front part of his glove. He had a bead on it. And so now there are men at the corners with one out. Opportunity here for the Wolverines to get on the board. So two misjudged fly balls, one by the center fielder and then by the right fielder. And the Wolverines are in business. First pitch taken for a ball, and it's now 1-0. So Ramirez getting the fly balls. He's getting what he is supposed to be doing as a pitcher. But because of the wind, again, another deep fly ball. Right fielder ranging over, makes the catch. Good catch. There goes the throw to home. The runner advances from second, and the run scores. So it's now a 1-1 ball game. So to be fair to the outfielders of Northridge, you have a swirling wind. You can see the flags moving around. Getting the strike, painting the black. This pitch is knocked down in the dirt. Count goes even at 1-1. Waved out. We'll see if they call if he went around. And Johnson calls him safe on that. So a nice little battle here going on. Walking the tightrope a little bit is Ramirez. Hitting the outside corner, gets him and strikes him out. But a run is in, so after 2.5 in the books, it's a 1-1 tie. You're watching American League. Balls are really